wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Carson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Hey, check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Eluding the press, and a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
The Cards going nickel, an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Come on out here. Come get some.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Here we go. Check 52.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. They'll roll him out right. This one caught by Isabella. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Murray. Steps away. And now he's going to use his left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
We had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye. Now they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Mike 7. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get
from the 30 on second down. Murray completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 40-yard line.
Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Switch. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Murray now. Open man is Kirk, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line.
Yards on the play. That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Murray going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Here's Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They run it with Carson. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it.
To throw again on second down. Wilson flushed out right. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Josh Oliver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Second and 3.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Mike 7. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. That's it. Let's make these babies cry all the way home.
To throw is Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the ball.
It's complete to Turbin. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Get in the right room. Run time. Go. 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Landry the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you. 58 for Mike, 58.
To throw is Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Murray going to throw. Buying time to his left. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Murray with a 3rd and long. And an alley to run. Murray fighting, lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Looking to get the ground game going with Stewart. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. They run again with Carson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
43. Check, 43. We got it.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd down and goal. Wilson stepping up. He'll try and run. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come out here in the I. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson, escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Steps away. Touchdown, Seahawks. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run it here with Logan. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Now Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Here's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Logan. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 12, Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, a 22. Wilson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, It's Carson, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Looking downfield for Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he's got some space here. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point forthcoming. And it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So here's a big play for the Cardinals as they'll go for 2. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
A gain of 14. First down, Seattle.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Carson. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw is Murray, rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. L.J. Collier in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray to throw. It's caught. Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Now Murray. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the victory here for Seattle. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Seahawks, They inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll lose an important...
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asked my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business.